And a good Monday afternoon to you. This is the Velco Weather Hazards Outlook. This will be valid for utilities the rest of today, Monday, through next Sunday, August the 16th. Well, a busier weather pattern ahead as we have a moist storm system that will be rolling through late overnight Monday night and into the day on Tuesday. Thereafter, some scattered, potentially robust thunderstorm activity, including some stronger winds aloft we'll have to deal with on Wednesday with some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Looks like we'll see more thunderstorms, at least potentially, for along about Friday with a cold front, and the tail end of that Friday cold front may last into Saturday, at least for southern Vermont. Best project weather the rest of today, Monday, also occurring on Thursday and possibly next Sunday. The Atlantic Basin tropics remain very, very quiet, but we'll have to keep an eye on things. Looking at currently the 500 millibar pattern here, this is the trough of low pressure, an area of low pressure up in the Hudson Bay, James Bay, Canada region, and you can see the trough sort of extending through. And this is going to swing in this particular weather system, and also we're going to add moisture. All of this is going to combine. Let's put in the surface map here, and you can see the blue lines here showing the isobars and where things are. It's kind of a nondescript weather pattern right now, but some areas of low pressure along with some thunderstorms here. And then looking at where temperature is roughly about noon on this Monday. You can see temperatures are kind of working their way upward and to around 80 degrees already at Albany. So we have some warmth that's going to be spreading in, and this is also going to raise dew point temperatures and also convective available potential energy. But the main situation, I think all the showers and thunderstorms are going to hold basically west of Vermont across portions of New York. Well, this will definitely be the area to watch, though, across New York State. We'll get a good look at it this afternoon. That's going to be moving across the region overnight, and then eventually, as we get into through the day on Tuesday, some pretty good plume of higher precipitable water, meaning raindrops will be fairly large. We'll see some rainfall, perhaps exceed 1.5 inches. And then that ends with a secondary flare-up of robust thunderstorm potential along about Wednesday. We get good weather on Thursday, and then thereafter, it does look like we're back into some frontal systems with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's take a look at the American GFS currently. This is centered on Burlington, and the main story really for the next several days, you can see it right here. This is our very robust plume of moisture that's going to be working on in. Now it looks like once we get into, again, Tuesday night, things kind of fall off, and then overnight dry up a little bit. And we have this little secondary flare-up. This does not look that strong on the American model GFS, however, a little bit more poignant on the European model. But we'll have to watch this for potential stronger thunderstorm activity as the wind fields aloft appear to be relatively strong as well. So we'll have some upper-level shear, and then a dry day, and then that'll be followed by more business as we get into basically Friday and Saturday. Okay, 7-day total accumulated precipitation. This is from the Water Prediction Center, and this is valid through 12Z Monday. That'd be 8 o'clock in the morning on next Monday, so through next week. And this is 7 days total here. What you're seeing, we're in the areas around 1.5, nearly 2 inches. So some pretty healthy precipitation is forecast to move up from the Appalachians, and again unload a lot of rainfall. And again, a lot of that's going to be really through the day on Tuesday. So copious amounts of rainfall. I think we'll probably be able to handle most of the flooding, but it's going to be close. Okay, this is valid 8 o'clock Monday. This is during the afternoon at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And you can see this potential precipitation here with some very heavy 6-hour incremental rainfall, with these incrementals being every 6 hours. You see that a lot of that moves in as we get into, this is really between 8 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. Then we get into a little bit of lesser precipitation, a bit of a blank there, but through Wednesday it looks like things calm down overnight, Tuesday night. And then a secondary flare-up of shower and thunderstorm activity. This has a little bit more potential to actually flare up into some stronger thunderstorms, but widely scattered in nature, a little bit more centered northerly than southerly. And again, that would be for the middle part of the week, Wednesday. We get in some good weather on Thursday. I'm not anticipating a whole lot of precip here. A ridge of higher pressure builds in. And then we have a frontal system that looks like it makes it in here into northern areas by around 2 o'clock Friday afternoon through all of the area. And then Saturday, a little secondary flare-up with this little shortwave trough that's going to be mostly to the south of us. It may or may not affect us, but this is valid for basically on Saturday. And by the time we get into Sunday, an area of higher pressure begins to build into the region, 1022 millibars. That's looking pretty healthy. However, not all models are in agreement, this is being the European, and you can still see some kind of introduction of maybe some light precipitation across parts of southern Vermont. Would not count on that at this point in time, just too far out. Okay, looking at temperature, this is days 1 through 5, maximum temperatures only. We're talking about near neutral here. A little cooler to the north and out of the east, but a bit of a warm-up is going to be starting to spread into the region. And we're looking at temperatures beginning to warm up. Neutral temperatures here. A little bit of a warm-up slides into parts of Canada, and this is going to be headed probably above normal as we get into the end of the week. Next week, we get into basically Saturday and Sunday. Here's a check on temperatures. We're looking at today's highs up near the 80-degree mark or upper 70s. And then we get kind of this rain-cooled air for Tuesday, and then temperatures rebound basically in the low 70s and kind of hang in the low 70s, gradually creeping up into the mid and upper 70s as we head toward Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's take a look at the dew point temperatures. And we can see the maximum dew point temperature is really associated with that big plume of moisture coming in roughly Tuesday afternoon. So those dew points up around 65, and then a bit of a drop back towards 60. And then we dry out a little bit later in the week. This will be valid for Thursday. And then back up as we get into Friday with that next cold front. Moisture will be pulling out ahead of that and probably just holding around 60. So nothing extreme, and certainly in any kind of heat indices or anything like that. But again, it's a little bit humid, especially this very clammy period with widespread rainfall on Tuesday. In the tropics, the Atlantic Hurricane Basin area remains extremely quiet. A little bit more interesting in the eastern Pacific, as we do have a tropical depression that's going to be working its way toward Hawaii, and this will be passing somewhere in the vicinity of Hawaii if it holds together. So in summary, the day we're really going to have to watch here is the day is going to have to be Tuesday, tomorrow, really into the overnight period, Monday night and Tuesday, with widespread rainfall. It does look like we're probably going to be able to take that via the rivers, as there's a lot of room right now. We still have a lot of vegetation, but weather systems that will be in the process of developing right here, this kind of an area, then will start to work its way up and push into the region, and we're looking at, again, widespread rainfall during the day on Tuesday. That's going to be the main headliner, I would say, followed by Wednesday with some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be on the strong side. We'll be watching that as well. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.